This is CR 2008-031-021, State of Arizona versus Jodi Arias. This is the time set for sentencing. Appearances for the record, please.
On behalf of the state.
And Kirk Nurmi and Jennifer Wilmot on behalf of Ms. Arias, who is in custody. We are prepared to proceed with sentencing. There's no legal reason not to.
All right. Please state your true and correct name. Your true and correct name.
Jodi Arias,
Your date of birth.
7980.
On May 8, 2013, a jury returned a verdict of first-degree murder of Travis Alexander. On May 15, 2013, the jury returned a verdict finding the aggravating circumstance that the murder was especially cruel. Both penalty phase trials ended in the court declaring a mistrial. It is now time for entering judgment and sentence. For count one, it is the judgment of the court that the defendant, Jodi Arias, is guilty of the crime of first-degree murder, a Class 1 felony that occurred in Maricopa County on June 4, 2008. It is a dangerous, non-repetitive offense under the Criminal Code in violation of the statutes ARS 13-1101, 1105, 701, 702, 703, 703.01, 703 F6, 704, 751, 752, and 801. The defendant waived a pre-sentence report. The court has considered the evidence presented at all phases of the trial. The court has received a sentencing memorandum from the defendant. The defendant has been in custody 2,463 days. Is that correct? Counsel?
No reason to dispute, Your Honor.
All right. With regard to restitution, on Friday, the court received a motion for restitution filed under seal with receipts. The court has discussed the request for restitution with counsel. There is no stipulation. The court will set a restitution hearing for June 8th at 8:30 a.m. in this division.
Your Honor, it just occurred to me, and I will be asking withdrawal subsequent to these proceedings, but I will be out of state on June 8th, so I would not be available if that motion is not granted.
All right. The state indicated June 1st would also work. Will that work for you, Ms. Wilmot?
I believe it should, Judge.
All right, we're going to set a restitution hearing for June 1st at 8:30. The court is retaining jurisdiction over restitution. Ms. Arias, you have a right to be present at any restitution hearing the court sets. If you wish to be present, I will order that you be transported from the Department of Corrections to participate in that hearing. Your other option is to waive your presence and allow counsel to represent you at that hearing. What would you like to do, be present or waive?
May I have just a second?
Yes.
I'd like to waive my presence.
The minute entry shall so reflect. You may be seated. Mr. Martinez, do any of the victims wish to be heard?
They do. The first individual who will address the court is Heather Schaefer.
Ms. Schaefer, please come forward. Right up to the podium, please. Begin by telling us your name.
Heather Schaefer. I have a picture that I would like to put up, but so I don't know how to turn it on.
All right, we don't have the system on, so we'll need just a moment.
Your Honor, before we begin, did the court also receive letters submitted on behalf of Ms. Arias?
No,
They were emailed directly to you on Friday.
I have not seen them. Do you have a hard copy?
I do.
I will need to take a brief recess to review these letters before the sentencing concludes.
All right.